Okay, this is about my third time trying to record this without crying like a baby, so hopefully I can get through this one. I've been covering a lot lately what's happening with the banking crisis, what's happening with the credit crunch, what's happening with the economy, what's happening with the markets, and I normally go over, the news, the facts, and the data. But at the end of the day, what this causes is real hardship and tragedy for real people. I've been hearing stories from you about how your lines of credit are being closed, how your credit card limits are being slashed, how tough it is with the cost of living crisis getting so unbearable, with people having to decide whether to pay rent or put food on the table, about people that recently just got laid off and finding it very, very tough to find new work. And this is why I do what I do, to try to warn people of what's going to come and try to give them a few ideas of how they can prepare. Because again, we go over the charts, we go over the statistics, we see the economic pain in the charts and the numbers, but we need to know people's real story. Because I think the only thing that's powerful enough to bring on some real change, make a real difference, is one person's story. So I got a call today from one of my close friends, and I won't say his name, so people that watch this that know me won't find out who it is, but let's just say his name's John. So John, he's a father of three. He's a single father. He's worked in construction for the past 10 years. He's a very hardworking man, always trying to provide for his family. But recently what's been happening in the construction industry has been getting absolutely hammered. And 2 months ago, he lost his construction job when the construction company he's working for went under. Now, he thought finding another job would be easy because he's got 10 years of experience. He hasn't had a huge gap in his employment, but time was ticking on. It's 2 months now. His savings was being drained and he's starting to have to rely on lines of credit and credit cards. And so consequently, the bills were piling up and he was getting desperate. And so again, the reason why he called me and what happened really hit home for me as a young father as well, and as someone trying to provide for my family who has been in similar circumstances in the past. He was at the checkout line at the grocery store with his three kids, just doing his usual grocery shopping for the dinner for that night and for the food for the week. And so he goes, to pay for the groceries, and we all know groceries are getting much more expensive. Every time I go to the grocery store, I nearly get a heart attack because it seems like every month the prices are going up 10, 20%. And it is getting really, really tough. Again, people having to figure out whether to pay for groceries and pay for rent. And so he goes to tap his card, declines, pulls out another card, declines, pulls out his last card, and he's really hoping that, this goes through, because otherwise he's going to have to tell his kids that they have to put the food back. And so he tries to tap the other card and it declines. And as a father, it must be really tough for him to try to tell your kids, look, sorry guys, we have to put the food back, because, what's really our main job as a father? Well, traditionally, to provide for your family, to put food on the table. Back in ancient times, it was hunting. The men would go out there and hunt and bring the food back. Now we go to work and, we put food on the table. And the unfortunate thing is for the kids, they're confused. They don't know what's going on. A lot of them, the young ones, they don't really understand the value of money, how people get money, how the father gets money. So they're thinking, you just go to the grocery store, dad goes there, gets the food, pays for it, and that's all. They don't understand that, sometimes we struggle. They understand how hard it is to earn that money. And this is something I'm trying to teach my kids right now, to learn the value of money. And also something else that's very, very hard, for us stubborn men that have a big ego, is to ask for help. He asked me to borrow some money. I was able to lend him some money so we could get food for the week, go back to the grocery store and get it. But this is showing us the real economic pain that's going on out there, the real hardship that's going out there. And unfortunately, things are looking like they're only going to get worse. We're going to have another inflation report come out tomorrow. We'll have to see what happens there. Hopefully it's coming down, but unfortunately, I think inflation is going to be much stickier for longer. And also, we all know that the real inflation figures are much higher than the reporting. Again, every single month I go to the grocery store now, it's actually getting scary. That feeling when you look at how much something has gone up and how quickly it's gone up. I can only imagine what the people felt every day going through the grocery store in Germany, when the price was going up by the hour. So the reason why I tell this story is, people, I'm begging you to prepare right now, because things are going to get very, very ugly. If you got a job now, try everything you can to keep that job, because like my friend, you could be faced getting laid off over the next few months. If you can, start saving an emergency fund now. And if you can't afford to save an emergency fund, unfortunately, you're going to have to really pull up your sleeves, do some hard work, try to find a way to start a side hustle or get another part-time job, because unfortunately, people, this is literally survival of the fittest. When times get tough people get going. So I know it's going to be hard, but the only way to get through this is real hard work. And if you keep on grinding, you keep on hustling, keep saving, paying off that debt, then you can start investing and for once actually have your money work for you, you not having to work for money, by buying investments like gold, silver, Bitcoin, etc., and building up wealth, so then you can help other people like myself that are facing these similar circumstances. So again, I just wanted to share this with you because I know there's a lot of you who are in a similar circumstance that really need help right now. But I want to know, what's your story? What struggle are you going through right now? Let me know in the comments below. And also for those people reading those stories, for people that are going through tough times, give them some words of encouragement as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.